Don't just drift with success. Competition will get your leads as time goes by. This is episode number 361 of the My Online Toolbox weekly quick tips and reminders in all facets of marketing to help you grow your business with more quality leads. Last week, we were talking about how we came so close with episode number 360, so close to missing a promise we've made for we had a commitment that inspired us to simply not miss our weekly quick tips. And that led into this week pertaining to don't just drift as things go by in time because we have been doing this in this particular case, episode 361. Please take out a calculator and figure out how long it takes for us at My Online Toolbox to maintain this level of commitment, period, regardless of every possible excuse that could happen in a 360 episode or 361 episode period of time. Last week we were busy at a show. We were preparing and traveling to do a presentation in video marketing. We were walking the floor with over 100,000 people with this shirt, soliciting more opportunities. And trust me, that we did not need to be at that show. We are busy for a long time out, but we realize the importance of where we're going, not next week, not next month, not even next quarter, but where we're going quarter after quarter and year after year. And we rarely at My Online Toolbox go by in a month that somebody reaches out to us from many, many years ago. And sometimes that's what stimulated this week's post is that somebody reaches out to us. They most likely took classes many years ago, or they were even a consulting client many years ago. And then comes this out of the blue call about how we would love to talk to you about some new opportunities. And usually, the vast majority of time, and to be fair, I would say 9 out of 10 times, their business is slowing down exponentially. And we simply at My Online Toolbox do not engage anymore. That's not our business model. We're not looking to help someone get started and then all of a sudden a long time goes by, things change, and then we want to randomly get a phone call to help them out. That's not our business model. We want to remind people your existing competitors grow. Many of them become stagnant, some go out of business, but more importantly, as time goes by, new competitors show up and they're traditionally more dangerous because they're as aggressive as many other companies, such as yourself, who, when you were eager to grow the company, you worked harder and you simply let yourself go adrift as you become successful. And a lot of times, many people, when they become successful, their egos unfortunately get so far ahead that they think that they're dominating the landscape indefinitely. And then that feeling transpires to time going by. And sometimes that time, it's unbelievable how 3 months to 6 months to 1 year to even more than 2 years passes. And at that point, the wasted time is simply not admitted. A lot of contractors don't want to admit how much time has gone by, how dormant they were, and how much they changed as they became successful. And that right there is the Achilles heel of success, where another competitor leveraged your complacency and was able to catch up. In this particular case, we had someone reach out to us, and it took us a while to even realize how old they were, and they didn't want to hear it. And then at the same time, it was a little adversarial because we were asking them, how come this is dormant, that is dormant? How come you haven't had time to simply follow My Online Toolbox and like any post over the last couple of years? And of course, the excuses were abundant. Then it became adversarial. We just simply passed on it. And then, of course, they said they were going to go elsewhere, which is fine because we have to remind you that your future prospect at the end of this year and the beginning of next year is not going to be aware of the time that has passed where you were coasting on your success. So remember, your newest prospect will judge you by its perception as time goes by. And when your competitors have caught up or even have surpassed you simply because you were dormant, we have to remember marketing is not a 911 call. And yes, there are many things My Online Toolbox could do to help somebody, but we can't just take out a magic wand and make your dormancy and your complacency simply go away. So please take a moment to put not just following My Online Toolbox on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, but we designed this for two separate topics. One is to simply catch the many little topics that are going on a consistent basis. And it only takes 5 to 10 minutes of your time on a weekly or monthly basis. And then on the Instagram side, we are showing the best of longevity where people work hard to get to where they are, but then they work equally as hard to maintain it and not just let future competitors catch up. So please remember with marketing, it is an essential skill. And if things have changed in your business and there's new people coming and going, or even yourself, you don't even realize how much time has gone by, simply just sign up for the classes to get a kick in the butt in order to get back on the horse, because that complacency will come back to haunt you. And people, at least as strategic as My Online Toolbox, is not looking to just wait for that dormancy to kick in and tell you so. We actually don't look for that type of business. We rather have you go elsewhere and bother someone else, because you're going to have unrealistic expectations along with the agitation of business slowing down. And that's not what we're looking for, especially when we guided you the correct way many years ago. And we've provided tools for free to help keep you stimulated for many years out. So if you're not taking advantage of it, take ownership and realize that many of these situations that you're in, especially during a slowdown, are probably created by a permutation of the things that you let slip by because your ego and complacency took over. This is My Online Toolbox reminding you to start planning yesterday for next year's marketing and profits. Have a healthy week, and we will see you next week.